What if I told you there was a special procedure in which all your dreams could come true? This is essentially Somnia, and today I'm reviewing this film. I thought it was very interesting how you could take something like a very simple premise and then just run with it as this person or the character that we follow as she confronts her demons, as she confronts her trauma, right? But then it also questions a sense of morality in the midst of it all. So I will do a review first, and then I'll talk about spoilers because it's kind of impossible to talk about this film without going to a little bit spoiler territory. Not that I'm gonna do a deep dive into like the psychology of this film, but I think it's important to talk about it. So first off, the film follows like this woman. It has like a similar feel to like the mortuary assistant, where like she comes in, she has to work the night shift, and it kind of reminds me of all those TikToks of like, hey, are you willing to work the night shift? Just follows these rules, and like she gets those rules and everything, and like, hey, you need to watch the residents as they sleep. And the process is this is a 6-week treatment, and you do the 6-week treatment, and after whatever you want in life, it'll manifest, because it's kind of like it's some type of psychosis. So let's say I want to become an actor, right? So they'll implement in my dreams, so while I'm sleeping, images of famous actors or actress, like whoever I want to be. I want it to be Sean. They'll put that forward and feed it into me. Feed into me. That's kind of weird. But like they'll put it in my brain, do imageries within my dreams, and they can tailor those imageries. I remember even one scene in the film. He's like, hey, I can make somebody fall in love with me by just implanting images of myself into their dreams, or just do some type of AI generation to make them do whatever you want them to do, whatever fantasy, right? And this girl, she has troubles within the film because she's still struggling with getting over her ex. She still has some trauma based on like leaving a small town, and then you get to see her journey, and then also just like, okay, like how these people are living their dreams, how does it affect her? But then also just being the actress and trying to be up and coming actress in the midst of all of this. So I think it's a very interesting film. It's not one of those films that is like raw, like scary and jump scares and all this, but it's definitely, to be honest, the more I even think about it, I wouldn't even consider it a horror film, and that's not a bad thing. Like, it does have horror elements, and those elements do make it horror, quote unquote, but it's more of a coming of age film more than anything. Now, there is some spoilers that I have to talk about, but yes, I do recommend that this film, that you do see it, is currently streaming on Shudder. Now, to go in the spoiler territory, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I said there was a question of morality because there's this thing that somebody does that's unethical, but it gets results. So, like this dude, from my understanding of the film, okay, I just watched it once. He kidnaps women. No. wait. Let me finish. This is spoiler review of the section of it. He kidnaps women, right? And he kidnaps women that he knows, and he implement in them. He gives them procedure by force. So like he doesn't give them the option of like, hey, do I want this procedure? And no one. And he's done this for, I want to say, a course of a decade, and no one has reported him, because after they get the procedure, they treat their dreams. It changed their whole psychosis. They changed their whole mindset because they're able to face the childhood trauma or their demons and everything, right? But from my understanding of the film, you can correct me in comments, he does not assault them, but he does kidnap them, right? And that's kind of fucked up. But at the same time, it's like, damn, if someone told me like, hey, I'll kidnap you, but after this, you change your whole perspective on life, you would be motivated, you won't have any insecurities or anything. Like it will fix whatever wrong with your brain and chemistry, right? And even with like the main girl, it's like, okay, so she got kidnapped. He forced this procedure on her, and it changed her life. And it kind of has like the viewer question with morality, like, damn, like he did do something positive because like he's not assaulting these women. He is kidnapping them. Don't get me wrong. He is kidnapping them. He is studying them. He is stalking them. But then the aftermath of it is like, hey, you are a more confident woman. You can achieve your dream. You can do whatever you want after this, right? But at the same time, for the morality's point, I have to say it's wrong. You can't kidnap people. You can't. You can't. Look at it. Don't clip that first half and not talk about the second half. You cannot kidnap people. You can't. You can't. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Even if you're doing them better, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, give them an autonomy network and say like how it can change your life or whatever. But don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. But again, he got arrested, going to jail for assaulting them. I didn't see that in the content of the film. Even with the final girl, he didn't assault her or anything. But is kidnapping considered assault? I'm not sure. But he did kidnap them. Like, yeah, you can't kidnap people. Cannot kidnap people. But I will say, he did make their dreams come true. Literally made their dreams come true. Like, if he, like, I don't know how he did his screenings, but he would just follow them, stalk them. I think a lot of the women that he worked with, and just like, okay, what are their dreams? What do they want? What are their dreams? What do they want? And instead of doing like the 6-week program, he did a program that you could finish within a day. So I think if they knew what was up, good. But you can't take away somebody's autonomy, and you can't take away their consent. Okay? That's done. But that concludes my review. Like the video if you made it this far. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? Are you okay with the kidnapping? Me personally, even with all the benefits, I'm not okay with the kidnapping. Subscribe, and as always, jarritos are me. Ciao.